Hey, so here we are. We've got the team together today. We just want to give you a bit of a chat about market and what it all means. And I'm going to throw straight over to Steve. Steve, tell us what are you hearing?
Well, in 40 odd years in the industry, something that commonly keeps coming up is people asking, whether it be at a barbecue, running into someone in the street, they'll say to you, "How's the market?" I believe they're actually looking for reassurance that their properties are definitely not going to decrease in value and that they've got years of probably growth there. And it's a reassuring thing to be able to tell them that yes, the market is strong.
It is indeed, and that conversations in Woolies is one of those things. My wife hates it when I go shopping because I'm always talking to people through the shopping centre, and I'm sure it happens, each of you it happens. Good idea to get groceries delivered, I think, so we can avoid those conversations. But yeah, the market is strong and continuing to be, and I think people can be reassured about where it's heading. The Reserve Bank earlier this week have held interest rates again, which is a good sign. Now they may go higher, they may go lower, we don't really know, but what does it mean for Maryborough? I think we're still going to be that affordable region, even though if people are priced out of Sunshine Coast, if they're priced out of the cities, they're looking for affordable lifestyle places, and Maryborough has that in bucket loads and people are still coming here. Cody, you're seeing a lot of first home buyers?
Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot more first home buyers at this point of the year than I've seen for the last 3 or 4 years of the increase in pricing. So the range of the age has probably been brought up a little bit higher than what I'd seen in the past, but it's still really, really healthy for them. They're very happy buyers, yeah.
So with interest rates held, now's a good time, I suppose, for sellers to be thinking, before there's another rate hike, prices are good. Another rate hike could put pressure on that, people's capacity to borrow. So I think for sellers, if you're thinking of coming to the market now, and particularly coming into spring, it's really, really good time to think about doing it. But for buyers too, the thing we know with particularly first home buyers, those pre-approvals you're getting from your bank, they've got a shelf life. Every time there's another rate hike of some sort, it's going to limit your purchasing capacity. So it's a good idea if you've got a pre-approval out there, check the date and the time frame on that, and have a chat to your bank or your broker, I suppose, is the message for first home buyers. Just keep up with the market. And for others, I'm hearing more and more people who have left themselves out of the market. The market keeps growing.
That's right, moving away from them.
They're renting and they're waiting to find the right house and they can't make a decision on the right house. And I think the market is moving and they've got to chase the market up. So,
as far as the market remaining strong, I believe Maryborough in particular is where it should have been 5 years ago. And I think it's been a long time coming, is this increase in our values to where they should be. And my feeling is you're not going to see them fall off anytime soon. There's still a shortage. I'm still finding it hard to secure listings. There is a shortage of stock out there, and that's going to hold the market strong. It's going to keep our values up.
Yeah, I think traditionally going into spring, I reckon we'll see the number of available properties on the market will rise. So that'll give buyers a bit more choice. Yeah, Cody, what's your...
Yeah, well, we're seeing it in the rental market at the moment. There's a shortage on rentals, so that means that the prices are rising in that domain, and it's the same for sales. We're always going to see an increase when there's limit in stock. So.
Cool. Some CoreLogic stats I saw last week are suggesting that the property value right across Australia in most centres is still increasing. And over the last 12 months we've seen it here. We've seen about 6 to 8%, I think, for Maryborough over the last 12 months. But what the stats are showing is that rate of increase is slowing. So we're getting somewhere near the top. We're probably most likely getting somewhere near the peak. No suggestion that we're going to come backwards from there. As you say, we were undervalued. We were undervalued for so long. Yeah.
All the pundits are saying, with the volume of people moving to southeast Queensland, and I mean, we just haven't got the availability. We don't have the infrastructure to keep up with it. So that's going to secure the value of your property for years to come. I can't see us any time in the near future seeing any sort of drop in the. It might slow. It might slow a little. It might stay where it is.
Yep.
But it's certainly not going to go down.
Well, the other, sorry.
Yeah. Talking about prices, Steve, what was the first price of a home that you sold in Maryborough?
When I started here in Maryborough 40 plus years ago, the principal of the office I was working out of threw an exercise book on the table and said to me, "Learn those, they're your bread and butter." And on the cover it said homes, 45,000 to 75,000.
How times change.
Yes. If anyone had said to me back then I'd be selling million plus homes, you're dreaming. But that's real estate.
And the region too. I mean, we've got so much activity happening in the region, and manufacturing and productivity is growing. The industrial estate is at peak performance out there. New industry, munitions factories. The trains is the other big one, of course, and everyone's wondering how that's progressing. So as we move towards the Olympics, that's going to put a whole lot of pressure too in the next decade on property in the capital cities. Again, it's going to keep pushing people to the regions, and we've got the industry now. We've got growing industry to support that, and a whole lot of things happening in the agricultural sector as well. So I think we have got an enormous amount of confidence in the region, and we are the location of choice for affordability and lifestyle. People
do their homework. If you love fishing, if you love the water, if you love four-wheel driving, I mean, we've got all that here. Fraser Island, Sandy Straits. It's just a great place to live, great lifestyle.